in the field the other day and heard some movement, so I turned my camera away from this area. But the edge of the frame caught him. Yeah, he was staring right at me. Nice.
The vast swamps and wilderness areas of the state of Florida are home to a legend. Join Team Crypto Reality as they go after the truth.
Go!
For the first time in Bigfoot research history, you're going to see what it takes to be a real Bigfoot researcher. Real story from behind the scenes. As it turns out, finding Bigfoot was the easy part. The Bigfoot Researcher's Journal. Seeing is believing.
What's up, guys? Mark with Crypto Reality. Look at that guy hiding in the light, the kingdom of light. I think we're going to do a series of those. I've seen a bunch of these guys in the field. You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter is if whatever is going on out there wasn't going on, I would already have footage that would probably shock the world into like opening their eyes. But something is killing my cameras. So, but anyway, I want to thank you guys for being supportive here on Patreon of our work, and we're going to continue busting our ass, man. Also, I want to let you know I love the questions and the exchanges and all this stuff. This is great, and just understand, that if I like to type excitedly and I use all these capital letters and all this, I've been told you don't know how to text because people take it like I'm being aggressive, and that's not it. I'm excited and completely calm and passionate about my job. So I like to answer questions with zest, man. If that's the best way to put it. But it's always polite. I mean, so yeah, don't be afraid to ask the questions, and we really appreciate you guys. I haven't been doing a lot of this because Melanie's been ill for a long time, but I'm starting to get back to it now. Mel's getting better finally, and stuff is gonna start changing. I'm gonna be a little more present here. We got a lot going on. Carrie and I are going to be starting a series of investigative shows, and we got 168 getting ready to come out, and that's going to change a lot of stuff. It's going to get busy here on Patreon. Again, thank you guys. You guys are the ones who got us to this point, and Melanie and I are forever grateful for that. In this mission that we are trying to take on. And what is it we're trying to do? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious at this point. If you go on and join Crypto Reality Patreon, and you get on a computer with a decent resolution, and you sit there for a weekend, and it will take a weekend. By the time the weekend's over, you will understand what's going on in our research. You will understand that this is happening, man. And it was just as, I said this tonight in a comment, this has been just as disconcerting for Melanie and I, The last 4 months alone have been the scariest 4 months of my research, and I haven't been going deep in the woods. The stuff that's happening is disturbing, So, I mean, we're catching these things on film, and they seem to be coming out of the trees now and standing there. And like I said, there's weirdness going on with batteries and all that stuff, but we're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna get it done for you guys. There's a reason that we're doing this, and I think a lot of people don't really understand, and most people probably think it's ridiculous, and if you do, then you don't understand. You really don't. Um, for as long as recorded history has been looked back on, we've found records of these guys. You know what I mean? And it just seems to me that it's about time that especially now with everything that's going on, it's about time to try to wake people up to what's going on. And so we're doing the best we can to get better shots. And for us, it's not about getting closer, dude. You know what I mean? They seem to be moving closer to us, which is disconcerting, like I said. But I was wanting to hand one of these things an Apple, and like I really would like to do that, but I'd like it to just be like a regular one, like a little one or something, not like one of these big ass things that showed up in our research area like 4 months ago. I'm just I'm over that shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm convinced I would have had footage already for you guys that would blow Patty's footage away, man. On 3 different occasions I can think of in the last 2 months alone. It's been situations where the technology fails, like right at the moment it's bullshit, man. So I got to work this stuff out, and when I work it out, then you'll get to see it.
I was standing there, and then suddenly I realized, like, so was he. He's about 9 feet tall.
And we have a lot of people that don't say much, and sometimes I get concerned about that. Are you learning what you need to learn so that you can see what we're showing you, or are you just freaked out that you're seeing what we're showing you? Because that's how I feel. I'm freaked out. I didn't think this was what it was. I didn't ask for this shit, but I saw some important stuff that day, and like I'm making sure that that this is important, and as you can see, that is one of the people that I've seen, and that is what he looked like, all lit up green, looking all strange. And man, hey, I know nobody wants to believe it, but we're showing you, and it is happening. So I think things are about to change around here. 168's about to come out, and for a lot of people that's going to be it, man. That's going to be like, oh man, it's real. But there's going to be a whole bunch of other people who are stuck in their perspectives, because there's a staunch inability to change in this country, and everybody knows it, man, and it's just comfortable where they're at, and being who they are is just what it is. New information is traumatic, and it's fucking me up, and why are you showing me this? And that's exactly what it is, and that's okay too, man. We're just going to keep beating it into their skulls at the frequency that we have the tendency to do, which is a lot. You know what I mean? And if you start on Patreon on a Friday and you make it to Sunday, I'd be surprised before you say this shit's real. I don't think you could make it an hour on our Patreon page and be questioning, is this shit real? I mean, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way. How the do you think I feel? I'm seeing them. Anyway, we're going to keep doing what we do, and hopefully, we'll even get better than what we're getting now. And like I said before, after 168 comes out, a lot of stuff's going to change, man. I'm going to be able to afford the processors that I need so that I can take you with me, man. Virtual reality. Get your goggles, buddy. Oculus Quest 2. Those are the ones I use. I'm going to be shooting now. I have a virtual reality camera that has 8 4K cameras all the way around it, and so I'm going to take you on expeditions. If you're in the field tier and you have the Oculus 2, you will be able to go in the field with me for first-hand instruction in like a three-dimensional environment where you're standing there with me. And it is my goal to have you with me when stuff happens. And so if you're in the Oculus Quest 2 in virtual reality on expedition with me, what happens to me happens to you in the virtual environment. And let me assure you, some of the stuff that happens with us in the field is traumatic, even to the extent that it will not only just paralyze you in fear, but that you'll disassociate and lose the incident, lose track of the incident. My wife has had that unfortunate experience on several occasions and has trouble remembering quite a few expeditions that we've been on at this point. Melanie and I have been through an immense amount of pressure about all of this stuff, and that doesn't even count what's going on in the field, which, like I said, is traumatic. So the virtual reality thing, I think, has a much better chance to convey what's really going on, and that way people can start to begin to understand, like, this shit's going on, you know what I mean? Like, the world needs to wake up, Painfully obvious is what I would say our work is now. It's painfully obvious that they're real. But, we've got to keep pushing. So I want to thank you again for being members here on Patreon. And hey, listen, like I said, I don't know everything about what's going on out there. We learn something, every day we go out and we shoot. But it's happening. And you need to stick around and continue supporting us because we're going to get this done. Watch.